All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something huge happening in business. A massive shift, really. It's being powered by two things: incredible new technology and, well, the pretty delicate nature of trust. And let me tell you, getting this right isn't just a nice to have for growth. It's about whether your business is even going to be around in the next 10 years.
And the source material we're looking at, wow, it doesn't pull any punches. It says it right out. This isn't about small tweaks or tiny changes. Nope. We're talking about a total reinvention. You know, the businesses that are going to absolutely dominate the next decade, they're the ones who quit just reacting to what's coming, and instead, they start building the future that everyone else has to play catch up in.
So that begs the question, right? What does transformation actually mean for your business? And that's a fair question because, let's be honest, that word gets thrown around all the time. But in this context, it's very specific. It means tearing things down to the studs and rebuilding your business from the ground up, using all these powerful new tools we have, and crucially, responding to the totally new expectations that are out there now.
Okay, so first up, let's get into the why now. Why is this so urgent? I promise you, this isn't just hype. It's a real response to a brand new competitive landscape, one that feels like it just popped up overnight.
And this definition right here is absolutely key. Digital transformation, it's not just about buying new software or cool gadgets. It's a fundamental change to your entire business model. See those three parts? How you connect with people, how you make decisions, and how you even think about growth. It literally touches every single piece of what you do.
Yeah, this really gets to the core of it all. Think about it. Just a few years ago, your competition was probably the business down the street, right? Your world was limited by geography. But today, whew, those walls are just gone. A small local shop can use the exact same digital tools as a massive global corporation. It puts everyone on the same playing field. The only limit now? It's your own ambition. So, this whole new reality is propped up by a few really important pillars. And the very first one we have to talk about is the customer. Because, their expectations haven't just changed a little bit. They have been completely, radically, and permanently transformed. And it really is this simple. Patience is a thing of the past. It's measured in seconds now, not minutes or hours. If your customer experience has any friction at all, if it makes them wait, they're not just going to get frustrated. They're going to leave. And they probably won't be back. So you're not just losing one sale, you're losing that customer for good. So what do they want? Well, it's this interesting mix. They demand instant, seamless service, of course. But at the same time, they want it to be super personal. They want to feel like you actually get them, like you know what they need before they even ask. It's this incredible combination of speed and soul, and it's all got to be delivered through technology. Okay, so if you think of speed and personalization as the engine of your business, then trust is the fuel that makes it run. I mean, we live in an age of endless options. Customers don't just buy stuff anymore. They buy into a brand. And that entire relationship is built on a foundation of trust. But building that trust isn't some fuzzy, abstract idea. It's about taking real, concrete actions. Things like cybersecurity and data privacy, that's not just the IT department's problem anymore. It's a core business strategy. And being open and transparent about what you're doing and what you believe in, that's not a risk. It's exactly how you build loyalty that lasts.
And speaking of values, sustainability is a perfect example of this. It's not some side project you do for good PR anymore. It's a real selling point. Customers are actively looking for and choosing brands that show they care about the planet. So when you use technology to create a more efficient, less wasteful process, that's not just saving you money. It's sending a powerful message to your customers about who you are.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, I get it, but this sounds like stuff for big tech companies or giant retailers. But that's not the case. This wave of change is hitting everybody, every single industry. And the businesses that figure out how to adapt are the ones that are literally building the future.
Just look at these examples. This stuff is happening right now, all over the place. In healthcare, you've got AI helping doctors make faster, more accurate diagnoses. In finance, blockchain is making things way more secure. For retail, how about augmented reality that lets you try on clothes without leaving your house?
And in manufacturing, they're creating these virtual, digital twins of entire factories to make them more efficient. This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. It's today's reality.
Okay, I want you to focus on this next number because it's a big one. 50%. That's a huge number. And what it represents is the slice of the entire workforce that's going to be working in a completely new, digital-first way by 2030. So what does that 50% actually mean for you? Well, for starters, it means the traditional office, it's changing forever. Hybrid setups are going to be the default, not the exception. And here's the kicker. Your talent pool is no longer just your city. It's the whole country. The companies that get this right and get it right first are going to scoop up all the best people.
Which brings us to our final, and honestly, most important point. Because all this change, all this disruption, it's not something that's just happening to you. You have to see it as an opportunity that's being handed to you.
I just love this way of thinking about it. It completely flips the script. It takes you from playing defense to playing offense. Every new piece of tech, every little change in how customers behave, that's not a problem you have to solve. It's an invitation to innovate, an invitation to serve your customers in a new way, an invitation to lead.
So how do you RSVP to that invitation? Well, the game plan is actually pretty straightforward. 3 steps. 1, innovate boldly. That means you have to be willing to experiment. 2, power everything with technology, but technology that actually solves a real problem for your customer. And 3, the most important part, build everything on an unbreakable foundation of trust.
Look, everything is already here. The tech is ready. Your customers are practically begging for it. The only question left is, who's going to make the first move? This isn't some abstract idea about the future. It's a race, and the starting gun has already fired.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? The next great American business story. It's going to be powered by technology, and it's going to be built on trust. That story hasn't been written yet. So the only real question is, are you going to be the one writing it, or are you just going to be reading about somebody else who did?